Welcome back to our love story part 3. So the other question that people ask is, has your husband been married before you met? Or have I been married before? Is this our first marriage? So I'll answer for myself. Yes, I was married before. I got married at a very tender age of 18. I had a child. The marriage didn't last. I think it was less than 3 years. I'm glad I was smart to say, you know what, I'm out of here, because it wasn't a very pleasant experience for me. I'm not going to talk about my first marriage here. If you want to know about my first marriage and what happened and why I left, I have a book, 2 books actually. I have written a memoir, Better Out Than In. There's part 1 and part 2. So you can read that book. But you know what? I always say to myself, whatever happens for a reason. Sometimes, you have to remove yourself to connect to something that is good. So I'm glad I removed myself to connect to this. Over to you, darling.
And you can get her book on Amazon.
Yes, it's on Amazon. Better
Out Than In. Part 1 and 2.
By Sylvia Cooper.
Yes. For me, yes, I did have a relationship with a girl for about 11 years, but we actually never married and we never had any kids. And so that was that. And then,
so why 11 years? Why you guys, you didn't want to get married, or?
Yeah, well, I was very young then as well. And I thought we both thought it's just a bit of paper. We did decide and we talked about it and we said, well, if we decide to have children, then we'll have to get married. That's what I said anyway. And she said, fair enough. But it never went that far. We split up before that ever happened.
But my understanding is, as soon as you separated, she went and got married within.
She did, yeah. Because
within a year.
What happened was she came home one day and said, "Oh, do you mind if I go out for a meal with so and so, because he split up with his girlfriend?" And I knew he was the office Romeo anyway, so I said, "Well, no, I really wouldn't like it." So she said, "What can I say to him then?" I said, "It's simple. Just say me and Alan would love to come out for a meal with you," and he's going to turn around and say no. But whether she actually did go for a meal with him, because it wasn't. I don't know how long that period passed from when she told me that. Probably 6 months. It wasn't long. And then
that's
we
when
split
she left.
up. Yeah, so I reckon she was already.
She was seeing that guy.
Yeah, I reckon so.
So did she go for a meal that day when you said no?
No, she didn't. Not I know of. No,
she didn't.
No.
But at least she was basically telling you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, how can you ask your partner?
But it's being honest, isn't it?
Somebody is they just split up and he wants me to go
for what
a
would
meal.
you say if I said, "Oh, this girl I know just split up with her husband and she's lonely. Can I take her out for a meal?" What would you say?
You know me. What do you think I'll say to you? I mean,
yeah, go on, Alan. Don't come home tonight. It's okay. She would have said, "Oh yeah, no problem, man. If you have too much to drink, stay round in the night.
It will go down. It's going down that very minute. You tell me that it's going down. I probably go to the girl's house and perform. You know me. I will be.
What, do a dance?
Oh my goodness.
Juggling.
You won't even say that to me, because I'll go there and just perform.
Blow a gasket.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I mean, how can you tell your partner that somebody's they worked together?
Yeah.
So they're working together, and I know he's just
colleague. I don't know.
Yeah, co-worker. Split up from their girlfriend, and they asked me, and
no,
they want a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, she said, "Do you mind if I take him out for a meal? Bush, he's sad. He's stuck at home,
what?
Nothing to do."
That is way. Well, I guess she was just trying to tell you that she fancies this guy.
Possibly,
and that was the opportunity, because she knew he was now single.
Yeah.
But then she went and got married
to him. Yeah, I'm sure that's who she married. Yeah, she did marry him.
After how long? Less than a year, you said?
Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, it's a long time ago.
So don't you think
I was 28 then? I mean, that's a long time ago.
Don't you think she really wanted to get married? Maybe you were just dragging. She wasn't sure
whether
you...
Why didn't she say, "Look, I want to get married"?
But 11 years. I mean, you dated her for 11 years, right? And no marriage. Then she leaves, and 6 months later, 1 year later, she's married. Anyway, stay tuned for part 4.